get it on your own. Move fast, don't ever take it slow. Diamond from pressure, you glow. Anybody that you used to know, looking at you like, where did she go? Switch it up, you changing up the flow, and now everybody know you did that. Go ahead, do your dance. One hand in the air, every day you bless. You did that. Go ahead, do your dance. One hand in the air, every day you bless. Don't stress, cause anyway it goes, let you rest. Girl, you know how to get it done, I press. On your grind, I focus on obsessed. And you know you turn that to yes. Anybody that you used to know, looking at you like, where did she go? Switch it up, you changing up the flow, and now everybody know you did that. Go ahead, do your dance. One hand in the air, every day you bless. You did that. Go ahead, do your dance. One hand in the air, every day you bless.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. 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 Hey. Hey. It's go time. It's go time. Hey, you don't wanna be no boba. It's go time. It's go time. Yeah, got a new chick, she's so fine. It's go time. It's go time. Yeah, too much shade, get no shine. In no time. In no time. Watch it come up. Watch it come up. Yeah, take a load of that talk. How you got the heat with no spark? Yeah, stay shine in the dark. Rim still spinning when it park. Hey, oh, everything froze. If it ain't top, everything goes. Party don't stop. Always at shows. Top to the drop. Always new clothes. Yo, talking too reckless. Get left behind with the regulars. I'm focused, you check out the spectacles. Heck out of here with the hecklers. Let's keep it clear like it's Windex. If I win more, then you win less. Keep the new whip too tinted. New flow, but it's so too vintage. Hey, it's go time. It's go time. Hey, you don't wanna be no bovine. It's go time. It's go time. Got a new chick, yeah, she's so fine. It's go time. It's go time. Too much shade, yeah, get no shine. In no time. In no time. Watch her come up. Watch her come up. Yeah, in go time. It's go time. Hey, you don't wanna be no bovine. It's go time, it's go time. Yeah, got a new chick, she's so fine. It's go time, it's go time. Yeah, too much shade, get no shine. In no time, in no time. Watch her come up, watch her come up. Y'all saying that, y'all the bosses. Yeah, y'all saying y'all take no losses. Yeah, but when I step up in the room, hey, yeah, boom, yeah, you know that you spoke too soon. Hey, yeah, man, I'm on the swing for the fences. Excuse me if I'm too offensive. Yeah, sorry, but I see you on the guest list. Nope. Promise that you know when the next is. I leave them exasperated. You know I got half the patience. And I'm on islands in Cayman. I'm not the best, okay, man. It's go time. It's go time. Hey, you don't want to be no bovine. It's go time. It's go time. Yeah, got a new chick, she's so fine. It's go time. It's go time.
The world's best gather here. XBL baseball starts now.
It's crushed to the moon, and we're tied.
He picks it up on the second, over to first in time for the double play that ends the inning.
That's gone.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Trying to repeat.
It's good!
And Homer to the pen! This game is over!
Oh! Crushed! Left field! Off the pole!
Domingo Bell! Deep right center field! Carrying! And it's gone! That one's hit hard. Left center field. Did she do it again? To the wall!
Swung on Bell to the deep left field. Is this baby gone? A grand slam!
Champion! The AAA World Series is over! What a line shot!
I can't believe my eyes.
The world's best gather here. XBL baseball starts
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another production here of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. Tonight, it's another match of the week on your Sunday night for some Sunday night baseball action. Starting off with the AAA here, and we've got a doozy for you. It's Rise and Fall and the Plum Island Pirates going up against CORNsensual and his Erie Seawolves. This is going to be a solid one, and with me, it is Mystery Man, the AAA aficionado, the Hall of Famer, the man himself. Both of us amongst the crowd on AAA watching this one occur tonight. How you doing, brother?
Man, I was just telling you what a great day it is for some XBL baseball. We got two incredible back-to-back two-game sets here with AAA, the two top leagues. We're going to start off here with my man, Rise and Fall, going against CORNsensual, who's really been a great add to the XBL the last few seasons. Quite an interesting player, which will bring us to our keys to the game. Yeah, Rise is going to have to pitch to contact here. This is this is the quickest bat in AAA. Like even Spliffy, even like Elron, this is like over the top. He is going to get to the ball. His pitching has actually improved quite a bit. To be honest, his record doesn't look very scary. This is really not who you want to play in the playoffs. I mean, you could say that about everybody in AAA. There's just ridiculous parity, but and then Rise is kind of a Dwayne disciple as far as defense. He brings it. He's got outfielders that can throw the ball. He has a mentality of defense, just like you do. He doesn't take defense lightly. He doesn't skimp on defense. He might not pour as much in as he used to back when I think we kind of did the bars thing, but he's a rough defender and he can burn you especially if you're not watching what his roster has on it. And then of course Rise and Fall is the king of the upsets, and he's been the king of the one-run games lately. And if you're CORNsensual, you have the offense to create some separation here against Rise and Fall, who and he can go off, but in general will play the 1-2 run, the Dark Raider type games. You don't want to get, he's like, Rise is like an octopus. You can't let him pull you into the tentacles of a war of attrition, because that will generally backfire.
Yeah, 12 out of the 24 games that Rise and Fall has played have been one-run games, whether win or loss. So that's a record he wants to he wants to score more runs and get some more separation for himself. And probably, in those one-run games, it's kind of like a coin flip. Some of those could just as easily go his way as not go his way. So, like you said, he's built his team around, minimizing a lot of mistakes and kind of having the right people at the right place at the right time. So, will that occur here tonight? We're bringing it to you live. So, without further ado, we're going to go let these two know it is time to play some ball. Hang tight. Here we are, folks, loaded into Swagger Center, and we've got CORNsensual's feed. We've got the teams exchanging the pleasantries, and we are ready to start things off here in game number 1, AAA match of the week. And we've got the team glitch, so unfortunately we don't see Rise and Fall's Pirates.
Yeah, Rise tends to be Venom more often than he is the Pirates, which is a shame, but the Venom looks pretty cool here, so let's just roll with it.
Yeah, so none of the player names for RiseNFall's teams getting to show here currently. Maybe we'll see them in game 2, but we do get to see Corns as we see the pitcher Joshua McBride, the ace on the hill. Start things off 2-1 to Gabriella Flubal. I mean, these made up names by the computer, pretty interesting. Nice strike. Here comes a curveball high. Hit through the hole. So that's a leadoff single.
Yeah, it's an awkward arsenal, but I've really seen this arsenal can work. I mean, a good hitter can go off on it, but it is not the worst arsenal.
And everything moving to the left side. No changeup, but the double slider, curveball, breaking ball set up. Cutter four seam.
I'm not sure this is what you want to throw to Rise, to be quite frank.
Nice curveball makes it 2-2. Ooh, another one flipped out there into right field. There's going to be the two first batters of the game on for the Pirates. How crafty is Rise going to get here with the third baseman? You know this is Sweaty Betty, I'm pretty sure.
No, outside.
Cutter in there
Third
for
base,
strike.
gotta be.
Off-speed hitter clutch. Wow, that could have went anywhere. It went into the zone.
Got bailed out there, yeah.
Pitcher does have Wild Thing. Strike 3, he's out.
Now batting, the right field, number 27.
Yeah, very well located heater. Rise wants to get these runners around. Maybe he'll think about stealing here at a point. Cutter low. Misses. And the 3-0 walks him. So Rise has loaded the bases in the first. This is an interesting turn of events here, as Rise, not known for his early game offense.
Yeah, putting pressure on the pitcher is exactly what he wants to do early. Now, this is not the strongest batter, but now without the first pitch prayer, looking decent.
Ooh, goes for the 2-0 curveball. It was hung, but fouled away. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, it's on the ground. On to second, throw goes to first. It's in time, and the Seawolves are out of the jam.
Oh, that hurts so much.
That is brutal for RiseNFall and the Pirates. Had the bases juiced, couldn't produce anything. Now the Seawolves at the plate. Batter is swing and a miss. Couldn't even get his name before he's put away and struck out.
Yeah, so it looks like Rise has one of his monster pitchers in game 1. I do believe he's going lower mid-velo in game 2. So Rise is more comfortable with velo. So I do think, as great as Corn is at the plate, and velo really doesn't generally work against him, I think Rise could possibly make this work.
Yeah, we don't get to see the actual name of the pitcher, but Peapod Dastardly. Again, a great placeholder name. Hit right up the middle with the fastball hitter. Nice by Corn. Gets himself a runner on with 2 outs in the first inning.
Yeah, and this is one of those wicked arsenals that you in the past you didn't generally see in the XBL, but it's become more and more popular. The forkball, lighter, especially popular in AAA. This is not easy to hit against.
Ooh, that curveball was right off the end of the, cutter was right off the end of the bat. Rise takes care of it nicely. And we are on to the second. Rince Donkey, the batter. It's a good name. We've got McBride on the hill, ball 2. He's been having trouble finding the zone. Corn Central's got to, kind of slow down, maybe try and find the zone a little bit. Get some strikes going here. The 2-1 pitch, a slider in. Comes back to the well here with the heater, swing and a miss, strike 3. The velo too much for RiseNFall. Brings up the shortstop. Strike to start the A-B. Now the cutter coming back, 0-1. Ball just misses.
What? Oh my.
Yeah, it's a really, really tight call there. And then Rise goes pitching for the slider, pops it up. First baseman will make the catch.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Brings up the pitcher. Pitcher's batting 8th here for RiseNFall. 0-1. Outside.
Rise really running that pitch count up, which in the long run is going to be really good, I think.
This is a 2-1 pitch to the pitcher. Strike right at the knees. Fastball. Now this is the cut fastball at 2-2. Swung on the ground. Tanner Leatherart picks it up. Throws it to first in time for the out. And we go to the bottom of the second. 5, 6, 7 come up for the Seawolves.
Second baseman, number 7, Bubba Grant.
This one hit right up the middle. Nice timing there by Corn.
Yeah, middle fastball. It was high, but that you can't really get away with that against the Seawolves. You got to get left or right.
Ace Exterminator for this catcher. Thought about bunting, pulled back. Decent speed at first. Swung on. Hit hard to dead center, but will be caught.
That's what Rise has got to do. I mean, that's a fantastic swing from Corn, but it was up into a corner and just couldn't get the barrel of the bat on the ball.
Runner goes out. Thrown out at second. Nice throw by RiseNFall. Had to be a good one. Runner barely out at second base. Corn looked like he had the bag. Now it's 3-out count to the pitcher. Swing and a miss. Now it's 3-1. Joshua McBride resets. Off the hands. It's a full count. Peapod Dastardly all of a sudden looking to get out of the inning. Let's make a good pitch here. Right down the middle. Looking. I don't know what Corn was waiting for, but it wasn't that.
It definitely wasn't that.
Throws in there to end the second. We're on to the third where Raymundo Woodward, the made-up name of the left fielder for our Plum Island Pirates, comes to the plate and sees a strike, and now the slider returns in there with another strike. High jump, tons of velo on this pitcher. You see it the way these breaking balls are bending. 1-2 pitch. Fouled away.
You know, one thing to note, Dwayne, RiseNFall's confidence was really down at the beginning of the season, and he was worried about the ego and all of this nonsense, but he's been on a bit of a winning streak, and I think his confidence is up right now, which is certainly when you don't really want to see him.
Yeah, when he's able to get a hold of some of those mistake pitches, you just got to be patient and wait for, those moments to try and capitalize here tonight. So far, he had the inability to do so in the first, and it is yet to come back to haunt him just yet. Ooh, up the middle, the slider, diving play, but throw's not going to be in time. So there's a 1-out single.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 10,
Jamari Alfaro. I'm naming all the names of the people on Rise's team, but they are of no significance.
They're significant for this game, though.
Runner goes. Rise going to be way in there with the steal.
That's a big steal. These little things, I mean, he's going to need some of these to beat Corn. Corn is going to eventually smack the ball, so you need some cheap runs.
Ball hit off the hands over to second. Runner's going to get to third. Now needs a hit to get in. As there are 2 outs. This is a high curveball. Taken just inside. Corn needs to make a good pitch.
Ooh.
Rise needs to pull the trigger on something here. And he does, but it's on the ground to short and thrown to first in time to end the inning.
Yeah, and that's where Corn's pitching has improved in the past. I think that slider would have been right over the meat of the plate, but in that case, it was hard enough into the corner that the fake Sweaty Betty couldn't really barrel that up.
This one hit, flipped over the jumping third baseman into left field. Not going to be double territory here for the Seawolves, but it is a leadoff single. Baby Jesus gets to bat at the plate. First debut of the game.
I think Corn is looking to be aggressive here.
Quickly down to a 2. Got the elite fork to contend with. Pitch. Fouled away. 1-2 again. Swung on right up the middle. And there's 2 batters on here in the third for the Seawolves. No outs And they turn the lineup over to Eric McMillan.
We have a choker trait rearing its ugly head, but he bails him out with a bunt.
Wow. Not the best bunt we've seen. Seawolves bail Rise out with an out there, but now the bases are going to get loaded after there's a quick single. Benny downtown at the plate. Big hitter, fastball hitter. Big moment in the game. Corn trying to score. Fouls it away, breaks the bat. 0-1.
Ooh, yeah, a little jumpy there. That's not a good pitch.
Peapod's got choker. And this one's flipped. Shortstop. Past the glove. Nobody catches it. 1 run will score.
They're really getting to the ball right now. Rise is going to have to locate and pray for those corners to save him.
AJ Thompson hits it right up the middle. It's another single. That's going to score another run. It's 2-0 Seawolves. And now Bubba Brandt with the RBI heroes at the plate. He's looking for something big to hit. Trying to crack this game open. Sees a strike high. The 2-0 pitch from Dastardly. Just in there for a strike.
That was wicked.
Oh, and then the one he wants back. It's popped way high, and the pitcher will catch it.
A massive pop out there. If he can somehow get out of here with just 2, it would be a miracle.
Ace Exterminator fouls it away. Not the batter you want to see either at the plate, but at least you have the lefty on lefty. If you Rise, it's flipped, first base, caught, jumping play. Nicely done by Ingram.
Defense. Yeah, great play. Wow, what a play.
Had to make it. You know, glad it didn't. You don't drop it. Yeah, you get what you pay for there. No big defense on that watch. Nice pitch from Corn. He's been on fire tonight with the location so far.
He's using a lot of pitches, though, on that start, right? I'm not exactly sure Corn's pin, but this pitcher's already gone far enough. If you can get 4 or 5 out of that starter, most players in AAA have enough pin to probably get most of the way through.
Top 4, this one hit up the middle. Rise gonna get a 1-out single. Ooh, nice slide from Baby Jesus. Want to make sure nothing fishy happens out there, I guess.
Catcher number 7, Rince Donkey.
Rince Donkey, what a name. Slider, great pitch again. Just the location we're seeing from CORNsensual tonight, on point. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rise went fishing. There's nothing he can do.
The shortstop number
Got sucked into a cut fastball there.
Jerome Walters at the plate. Runner does go. He's in there easily.
You know, one run here trained for we'll call him Venom would be really nice.
It's a 1-2 count. This is a big pitch in the AB, and it's fouled into territory where he can be caught by Thompson. It is easily put away, and we're going to the bottom of the 4th. Crushed by the pitcher, first pitch, swinging dead center field, but handled well by RiseNFall. 1 down.
Pretty lucky. That's an incredible swing on an elite forkball. Really lined it up nicely. Just didn't have the juice with the pitcher.
We're seeing the pitcher batting 7th for the Seawolves and 8th for the Venom, aka Pirates, here tonight. That's an interesting thing to note here this evening. 2-1 pitch, swung on, crushed left field, high in the air, deep. Rise is back, he jumps, it's over his head and gone. Solo shot makes it 3-0 Seawolves.
Some kind of backup pitch, and he absolutely lined it up perfectly.
Yeah, well swung by Corn.
Center fielder, number 2.
Put that one into the seats, and then lined over to second. There's 2 down, but the solo shot makes it 3-0. Top of the order, Eric McMillan.
No, outside.
First fireworks of the evening here on Match of the Week. Hopefully more to follow here in Game 1, Game 2, and then into the XBL. As we stated, this is only Game 1 of the AAA Match of the Week. What a dive!
Sweaty Betty.
Defense.
Yeah, and that's the momentum you need here. Haven't seen quite enough out of the bats. Couple singles here and there, just, you know, but three runs is still a pretty low scoring game, which plays to Rise's favor, but needs to cash in.
Yeah, finding himself behind in a lot of counts early. Corn with some really vicious location with the breaking balls. He's getting another one in there here. It's 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Swung on the ground. Run to first. In time, there's one down.
Now batting, the left
Brings up
fielder, number
Raimundo.
21, Raimundo Woodward.
Nice cutter. Starts the AB. 0-1 again. Fastball just outside. Corn pitching very well tonight. The 1-1 pitch popped up. That was a cutter. A little bit mislocated, but Rise didn't handle it.
Now batting.
Yeah, a lot of pitches so far, but this pitcher's being artificially propped up by locked in. So Joshua McBride feeling it for the moment.
That slider was hit well, but right at downtown. On a line, makes the catch. We end the top of the fifth. We go to the bottom half. Still ahead is Erie.
The shortstop, number 24, Tanner Adar.
This one, first pitch swinging in between the hole and short and third. Will be a leadoff single. You can see it frustrates Rise a little bit.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 43, Benny Downtown.
Decent speed at first. Next pitch, swung on, slide. Great play. Can't double up the runner, but
Now batting,
needed to be made by RiseNFall there.
number 54.
Now that's another fork ball that CORNsensual has lined up. I would maybe avoid those middle pitches, which generally tells you the player's not reacting too much to break. And that's when you kind of want to avoid those middle pitches. I would stick with the changeup is the one that got hammered. So you don't have a lot of options here against CORNsensual.
Fastball hit into left, makes it first and third. Ooh, he's thinking about second. No diddles, no diddles. He does not attempt. Double Brant at the plate with first and third. One down, big moment in the ball game. Off the broken bat, caught at third.
Yeah, that's the one area where CORNsensual could grow a little bit. Sometimes you see a swing like that, and you're thinking, man, he was in the driver's seat, and then he bailed him out.
Yeah, goes after the tailing stuff. Breaks the bat. That's a familiar feeling for a lot of us, I think. And RiseNFall, good user of the edges of the strike zone. 1-2. Gets it again. Lined right at the pitcher. Nice catch. Mojo's back up. We go to the sixth. No runs scored.
Yeah, you can get hits on those, but it seems like, Corn doing him a little bit of a favor swinging at some of those.
Now it's up to RiseNFall to be selected. First pitch swinging through the hole between short and third. That'll be a first pitch leadoff single
49,
in the sixth inning. Brad's looking for another strike.
You can't hang a curveball here, certainly.
1-1 hit on the ground. Shortstop picks it up, throws it to second, throw to first. Not in time. It is a fielder's choice.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 27, Typhoon.
Right fielder at the plate. RBI hero not a factor at the moment. Rise may be thinking about second. Swing and a miss. It's quickly 0-2. Joshua McBride's 81st pitch. He's starting to get tired. Swung on right at the second baseman. Brant caught.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 20, Azariah Ingrove.
Nice curveball there.
Corner.
He's been really dropping those right into the corner all evening. One-two pitch, swung on up the middle, 2-out single from RiseNFall.
Yeah, he's lucky that wasn't gone. That's the pitch you can't throw. You don't want to throw a curveball or a slider that's visible and hangs on the plate against RiseNFall. He can punch that out.
We'll be looking for some of that sneaky power now against the bullpen. Power versus lefties, contact versus lefties. It is a factor. This pitch right down the chute, he stares at it. Might have been the one. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Rally stopper. Going against double traits. He's late. 1-2 pitch. Popped up the middle, caught by Brand. He was at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, that's kind of painful for the Venom here. That would have been a huge single, but Corn is, like we said, staying close enough to the edges that it's taking a little bit of the fire out of RiseNFall's bats, just enough to get some extra outs.
Pitcher squares it up, shoots it up the middle, relief pitcher. Or the Seawolves getting on base. Nice hitting by CORNsensual right there.
Third baseman.
Yeah, you can see Train. He doesn't just get to the ball like some players. Yeah, they can get to the ball. He gets to the ball and he squares it up.
You see some heckling there from the fans. This one
There's that bailout swing.
Yep.
That's his kryptonite. That's just not going to get a hit very often.
Ooh, and then right down the middle comes RiseNFall, and he does come back and punch it right through the chute. So his reactions are very good. Can't catch him off guard with anything.
Right fielder, number
Got the top of the order now. Runners on and less than 2 outs. Rise still has the starter in the game.
I was just about to say he needs to look at bullpen. He needs to come with Bay, Paul, or somebody to mix things up here. He's shown him a lot of velo, but lower velo is not the worst thing against Corn. I think he's unaware, Train. You know, match of the week can kind of wind you up a little bit, especially when you're losing.
Ooh, gets the runners picked off. Second is stolen, but third creates the second out of the inning, and that's when flipped over to second base. Caught on a line. There are 3 down. And no runs scored once again. Corn, he's set the table for himself, but he hasn't added to his lead.
Yeah, a little bit of veteranness there from Rise to continue to hold this to a reasonable amount. You know, he only needs a couple of breaks to get back in this.
He unfortunately popped out on the first pitch there to start the 7th and then sees a strike. Popped out foul, and one that looked like it was decent for a moment, or at least going to hit the wall. This one hit on the ground to second. Brandt picks it up. There's it to first. There are 2 down in the 7th, and we see now the left fielder, 9-hole hitter. He bunts. It's a good bunt. It's right on the line. Ooh, it's just foul. 0-1. Swung on, flipped out to the left. Ends up getting a hit. Either way, nicely done by RiseNFall.
Yeah, I don't think Corn plays shallow. He's not a shallow savant. I don't believe.
Nah, he plays some quick baseball, as you can see here tonight. Pitches fast, keeps things moving. Change up outside, 0-1. Swung on short, thrown to first in time. There are 3 outs in the 7th. We're going to the bottom half. Quick 7th inning stretch. And we'll see Tanner Leather lead off. Oh, he crushes it, but foul. 0-1. Inside. The 1-1 pitch. And now the 2-1. Makes it 3-1. So he's got a hitter's count. Rise gives him a changeup in the zone. Full count pitch, swung on, forkball right at the right fielder. Wow.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 40.
Yeah, again, he squares that forkball up. I would be very careful with that forkball, especially with a tiring pitcher.
This is a fastball hitter. Forkball, but he's late that time. 0-2.
Too.
Gets him at the knees.
Oh, that's brutal.
You said be careful with the forkball, and he comes back and strikes him out. Gives him 2 straight forkballs.
was wrong that time.
RiseNFall might have heard you. Either that or he was just feeling the mojo of it. 1-0 pitch. This is just high. Now it's 2-0. The tiring
run this pitcher.
Yeah, really tiring starter. Ends up giving up a hit there with 2 outs. Maybe now's the time.
Yeah, you got to go now. Especially with the righty.
Number 7, Bubba Grant.
He wants to finish the 7th. He does get one on the ground, thrown to first. And it is in time. That will end the 7th, so he does get through it with the starting pitcher. We're going to the top of the 8th. Still scoreless for the Venom here, where they're going to try and break the duck.
Got a mind gamer here.
Big changeup. The 1-2 fouled away. The location, as we've stated, the corn in this game, in game 1 here tonight, has been really, really good. Popped off the bat, it bounces, and it's an infield hit.
Wow. Essentially a swinging bunt, right, Train?
Yeah, I mean, you can't let that drop if you're CORNsensual. Now, if you're Rise, can you build upon that?
I don't know if the Seawolves had a switching issue there. Probably so. Those can be awkward.
Quickly, 2 strikes. Corn searching for the double play. Popped straight back. 0-2 pitch. The changeup. Ooh, it's popped up.
Nasty location.
Fielders. Oh! I don't even know who caught that. The second baseman? Got a little dicey there for a moment.
Number 27, Typhoon Roberts.
Typhoon Roberts. What a name. Decent speed, no steal yet to engage that RBI hero. 2-0 pitch, strike.
Ooh, that would have been a big take there.
2-2. Hit on the ground. Shortstop throws it to second. Throw goes on to first. Not in time. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 20, Azariah Ingrove.
Nice strike right on the edge.
Tying run to the plate.
And all of a sudden,
Batting, the catcher, number 6,
Donkey.
Prince Donkey.
got the double positive traits against the lefties. We're going to see lifted for Zachary Swanson. First pitch, low. Now 1-0, 2-seamer. In for a strike. 1-1. Flipped. Right field. Is it going to get off the wall? It hits the wall. 1 run's coming around. And there's 2 on, 2 out. And it's 3-1.
The shortstop.
He waited for the fastball and got a piece of it.
Just hide.
Now you really can't hang a curveball.
Ooh, the changeup, but just on a line to second base. 1 run did score in the 8th. Makes it a bit more of a ball game if you're corny, you want some insurance. The starter remains in for RiseNFall. What a game here, folks. Game 1. Big night in the doubleheader. We got Mama June and Mush after this AAA heater. This one lifted to center, caught.
Yeah, this pitcher really feeling it right now. It's amazing. I mean, holding Corn down to 3 is incredible.
You gotta be able to score to back her up.
Badly. Yeah, exactly.
She's really held her own for sure, approaching 90 pitches. Forkball high, and therefore strike makes it 0-2. The 90th pitch from her. Swung on, flipped, foul. Oh, 2 pitch hit on the ground is short. Run to first. Second out made. And we're looking at Dom Tattersall.
Dom Tattersall.
He gets a hold of one, hits it right into the gap in left center field. That should be extra bases. Baby Jesus at the plate.
Oh, still gonna run dastardly. You gotta switch it up here. You gotta face the right-hander. There's 2 down.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't want to bring that bullpen out until, feels like he's in a better position to compete in the game.
I mean, hard to argue with success, but wow.
Yeah, she makes it through, you know, 8 strong here. Now it's their final chance.
Yeah, got to get a lead. He's got to get this pinch hitter on somehow. Wow.
Nice first pitch swinging. Takes the curveball up the middle, or excuse me, forkball.
I think we've got a submariner in here, and he got a hit right away.
Now base running.
And we've
Tough
got,
pitcher and Gertrude Goat. Doesn't have much accuracy.
yeah, and it's a closing pitcher, so the pitch count's going to be limited. Slider low.
Oh, squeezed.
Nice heater. Makes it 2-1. Going for the location on the changeup. Check, and it is the 3-1 count. Big forkball here. The runner goes. It's on the ground. Runner is going to be safe. Fielder's choice ends up realistically being kind of a bunt. We're at the top of the order here, folks.
Pressure is spiked.
Ooh, Rise, first pitch. Pops it up behind second base, and the shortstop takes care of it. There are 2 down, and it is
number 10,
the player who is 3 for 4 and locked in. Change up in for a strike. The 2-1 pitch. Misses. Now makes it 3-1. Another strike. Payoff pitch. Swung on, lifted to right. Catchable. And caught by McMillan. That'll do it. The Seawolves win game 1.
Yeah, pretty good battle there, Train.
It was. Fought very to the bitter end by the Venom, aka Pirates. A classic Rise and Fall game. Another close one. Fine margins. Had his chances, didn't capitalize.
Yeah, pretty much.
For sure.
Just not quite enough offense, but it's 11 hits to 14. I mean, it was pretty much you know, pretty even. I think Corn did get on some balls a little better, but and did deserve to win the game. But it was a tight one.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Rise and Fall can bring to the table in game number 2 as far as a possible revenge split here, or will the CORNsensual Seawolves walk away with the sweep? You know, he's going to be hungry for that as he tries to up his seeding as the season's now, like we said, into the later stages. We're in week 6, folks, so we'll hang it tight, see how game number 2 pans out. Bring that to you in just a few moments. Loading in now to Emerald Diamond. And we do get the privilege of being the Venom once again. Unfortunately, we don't get to see Rise and Fall's full team style, but we do get to see him play. Let's see him try and take the split in game 2 against the Erie Seawolves, who are the away team this time. Players say, what's up? We're into the batter's box for game number 2 to start things. And it is Eric McMillan against the righty. First pitch curveball on the ground. Throws first in time.
Now back the shortstop, number 24, Tanner Lazar.
second pitch caught by the shortstop. There's 2 down.
The left fielder, number 43, Benny downtown.
And it is Benny downtown. 3-hole hitter for the Seawolves, swinging at the third pitch of the game and missing. Corn's just letting loose here at Emerald Diamond. We got Emerald Day here, so nice and bright for our Sunday night. Pitch on the ground to short, throws to first in time. And there is out number 3. We are looking at
Number 24,
RiseNFall getting a chance to lead things off against Pipe Boomer. Pipe Boomer.
That's inside.
Yeah, and one thing we know is whatever the setting is, Rise is very comfortable at Emerald. That's kind of the home of the Plum Island Pirates, in this case, the Venom.
Yeah, always been the long-time home of RiseNFall. And gets that changeup right up the middle for a leadoff single. Ox Daniels. Everyone has a different name this time. It's also what makes this team glitch interesting. Can't even be consistent with the team name, the team player names. Popped off the hands. Caught diving by Corn. Wow. Shadow Todd.
Shadow Todd.
It's a crazy name. We see Shadow Todd. If your name's Todd, this is the Shadow version of you. This one over to second, on to first. That's a quick double play. 3-4-3. Or 3-6-3 more likely.
Number 54.
You know, it'd be nice to see Rise get off to some kind of a lead in this game and really put the pressure on Corn, because it could turn into a barn burner if that happens.
Ball, that's inside.
Yeah, that's the classic Rise style, you know. Get one run and have that baby stand up. Or 9 or 18 innings, whatever it takes.
That's ball four.
He's walked. So we'll start the second with a walk. 5-hole hitter Bubba Brandt at the plate. Bubba sees one outside. Strike in there. Turtle Arsenal, right? Is that what this is, Mr. Amen?
Yeah, running a turtle with an elite four-seam fastball. I was expecting to see lower velo in this second game, but it's not the case. So Rise bringing the heat again.
Ooh, another swing from Corn. But caught.
The pitcher, number 10.
The 1 out pitch. I don't know what I was gonna call the, lead off pitch. I don't, not really the word for it. Anyway, popped behind second, easily put away. Corn has been really loose off the trigger here. Maybe needs to be a little bit more patient here in these ABs. Let's see what he does with 2 outs and Tattersall at the plate. And that's ripped into the gap. First pitch swinging again, and RiseNFall happy to put him away.
Pitching to contact, Corn is getting on. Even in game 1, Corn lined up a ton of balls. It was amazing that that Rise held him down as well as he did. But sometimes when you're locating, the game will help you out. When you get in those corners, you keep the barrel of the bat off the ball. It doesn't matter that you lined it up, especially when you have a good defense.
Got a leadoff runner on here in the second for RiseNFall. First baseman digs in against Pipe Boomer. Runner goes, steal. Strike in there, no throw.
Big steal.
1-1, swung on high. 1-2 pitch, swinging. It's popped to right. McMillan calls everybody off. Should catch it. He does. No tag up, especially not on that cannon arm.
Now batting, the catcher, number 7, Bobby Cano.
The 0-1 pitch from Rise off the hands. Right fielder should be able to handle it again. He does.
Yeah, we're seeing location from Corn. He's not leaving anything really. He's not really leaving any true meatballs.
No, but the 2 out single there scores the run. A curveball on the edge of the zone and was flipped out there by Rise. That's the exact outcome he's looking for there, and he's caught off the bag. Oh, he did it
again. No, he does that. He does that. He does the little quick juke. That is a Rise and Fall classic.
Dekes his way into the steal. Way early on the changeup, and now it's 0-2.
Now Corn needs to not get rattled here. Things have gone against him, and he does get the out.
1 run did score, pitcher put away, and we go to the 3rd. Here's that early lead you were talking about, Mystery Man.
Yeah, 1 run is big right now because surprisingly, Rise has shown the ability to hold those Corn bats down. I don't know how well this pitcher's going to fare, but Rise was able to pitch with a tiring pitcher in Game 1, so there's no reason he can't pitch with a mid here.
Number 29, Eric McMillan.
Gets a quick out here in the 3rd. Swing and a miss. 99 on the gun. That's still difficult even in this late climate of 87 ego.
Yeah, I almost forgot he's got that Elite 4 on this pitcher, so it's. I was expecting a weak pitcher, but it's really not the case.
A nice double there, though, by CORNsensual. You'd love to see those pushed right down the line. Opposite field brings up Tanner Leathar. Low pitch crate, rally starter not engaged. Oh, that low pitch always dangerous.
And we're seeing some contact swinging here from the Seawolves.
Down the line again into left. It's fair, and that's going to score the run and tie the game. Wow. Good response from the Seawolves. Venom can only keep that run, 1-run lead for so long.
Number 43, Benny Downtown.
Next pitch, though, on the ground. Quickly disposed of is Corn, and there's 2 down.
The first baseman, number 54, A.J. Thompson.
Ball inside.
Continuing to see a lot of aggressive at-bats from Corn. Off the hands and up the middle. That'll score another run. The Seawolves have the lead now.
Yeah, and there's the bat speed. That's not even a strike, but he got over on top of it and was able to push it to center field.
Fly ball does end the inning, but not before the Seawolves score 2 runs and take the lead.
Kind of tough to give it back right away, Train, but it's still a 1-run game, which as long as it stays very tight, I think it plays to Rise's favor. He just wants a split here.
A 1-1 pitch, fouled straight back to the 9-hole hitter Pitts. Get all those names made up for the Venom, unfortunately. Don't get to see the Plum Island Pirates and Sweaty Betty here, but we do get to see Rise and Fall feature as he tries to respond and gets a 1-out single. At the top of the order, we see the second baseman dig in.
Emerald has some pretty big alleys. The center field is a little bit short, and that left field line is short with a big wall, but those alleys are actually pretty deep. You can get some, runners coming around from first base on a double, etc.
That one almost snuck out there for a hit, but was caught for the second out. Off-speed hitter trait. Clutch not engaged. Down 1 run. The 2-0 hit right up the middle. Nicely done by Rise. Puts 2 on with 2 out. CORNsensual has to think about trying to get out of a slight jam here now. He's done well with his location here tonight. But it's the meat of the order here for the Pirates, aka Venom.
Rise is just begging for a meatball. He just can't seem to get one.
That one's off the hands and over to short. He went swinging on the inside 2-seam.
Yeah, he chased a little bit there, which is unfortunate. It did Did get on it. That could have cleared the shortstop. Would have been huge, but good pitch from Corn.
Yeah, we've seen stranger pitches clear that shortstop over there, that's for sure. But no luck there. No ace exterminator this game for Terrell. This one on the ground, Daniels picks it up. There's first in time, 1 out here in the inning. Bringing up the pitcher again, he's in the 7 hole in the top of the 4th. First pitch, first baseman picks it up, takes himself to the bag. There are 2 down.
The third baseman, number 14, Dom Tattersall.
Tattersall, first pitch swinging off the bag and down the left field line. That's been real friendly to Corn tonight. But it will be a single this time instead of a double. Yeah, that left field chalk been the best friend of the Seawolves.
Number 2.
Baby Jesus at the plate. With 2 down, 1 on. Swing and a miss. Yo 1 popped up, left field warning track. Catchable for Rise and put away. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. 5, 6, 7 coming up.
I kind of like this game for Rise, Train. I think he can maybe pull this out, but he's not getting any pitches. He needs a few mistakes, especially when he gets runners on, because Rise can hit it out, but he needs a meatball.
Decent hit. Nice pick from Brandt. Thrown to first in time.
Now batting the catcher, number 7, Bobby Gano.
Tailing fastball. Swung on and missed. Starts the AB 0-1. Next pitch swung up the middle. Can it be picked this time from Brandt? 10-99 throw in time. What a play. What a play.
Stop, number 22, Real Mess.
You know, CORNsensual really playing a nice series so far.
No, inside.
Yeah, really tight defense, really tight pitching on the hill. Timely hitting as well. And can he do it again? No, he can't.
It
Wow,
was
that
1
would've been
inch to the
something.
left.
That would have been something. Quash Quinn's at the plate, the pitcher. Just high.
We got a Raider in the chat here in Codefine.
Oh, from Splipstar. Thank you,
From
Splip.
Splifstar. Cody's responding to that.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, everybody.
House of Barry in the house as well.
2 on for Rise. It's in the left center field gap. Will it get
Get it.
down? The diving play. He makes it. Corn makes it. Oh, my God.
Now batting, right fielder,
Crazy. What a play and left.
Eric McMillan.
Saves at least 2 runs there. First pitch in the next inning, straight to the center fielder. There's 1 down.
Shortstop, number 24.
Yeah, unbelievable timing from Corn. That completely changes what would have been reversed the fact of a totally changed complexion there.
1-0 pitch, curveball hung, hit right into left field for a single. There's a 1 out and 1 on. In the 5th for Benny Downtown.
Number 43, Benny Downtown.
That's got to be a little bit deflating for Plum Island, which hasn't really gotten the offense going. Had such a great opportunity there and got robbed.
Nice strike in there. Makes it 0-2. That runner at first. Oh, the second baseman can't get there. He was running the right direction. Throw goes to third. Not in time. Now first and third with 1 out for AJ Thompson.
AJ.
Yeah, as you know as well as anybody, Train, that hit and run can just be absolutely monster in certain situations, especially in close games, where it not only gets everything going on offense, but it can spike the momentum.
The power, the locked in, the third baseman.
Wow.
Makes the catch.
Now batting, the catcher, number 44.
What a moment there. Had to make a big play, did Rise. Next pitch from Corn, swung on, and he bails out RiseNFall.
Yeah, a little tit for tat on defense. Not surprising from RiseNFall. He's not going to back off from a big defensive play from Corn. He's just going to get one of his own.
Now we're at the top of the order. Can he do some damage? Can he tie the game? We saw it stolen from him in the last inning. Remember, he's going for a split here. Corn's going for the sweep. He's trying to make a 2-1 lead currently. Stand up, but we're only halfway through this one.
Number 10, Fox Daniel.
Swing and a miss. Corn probably upset that Rise missed that one. Rise probably happy he did. Change up on the inside corner, thrown to first in time. 2 down for Shadow Todd, aka Sweaty Betty.
Number 49, Shadow Todd.
You know, Rise really wants to get a hold of one here. Only 1 home run all year with Betty. Does not do it there. There are 3 outs, and we're going to the 6th.
Definitely some impatience in that half inning for Rise, but you can understand why. Just hasn't really,
The pitcher,
isn't just isn't getting anything to hit. Quite frankly, I mean, it's amazing how much Corn's pitching, not known as a pitcher at all, and we've just seen fantastic pitching from both sides, really.
Pitcher stalled the game for Corn Central in the 6th. And he flips himself one out there for a hit. That'll do some favors to the mojo. Easy single, start the inning.
Yeah, you can't throw cut fastball to CORNsensual and let it hang up on the plate. He's always going to get a hit on that.
Third baseman at the dish, batting 8th. Sends it to center on a line where it's caught for 1 out. And there are...
now batting the center fielder.
There's the 9-hole hitter and runner at first, looking for a ground ball as RiseNFall. Let's see if he can get it. We can get out of here for a quick inning. Oh, nice catch. Second time we've seen a catch from the pitcher.
The right fielder, number 29, Eric McMillan.
This is sort of the weak part of the lineup, I think.
No, this is the top of the order.
He's out of this. Or is it the top now?
Yeah, he's at the top. He was just in the 9-hole, but he's just flipped over to McMillan here. It's getting slightly dangerous, but not dangerous just yet.
Yeah, not a bad batter. Doesn't have a hitting trait, but does have a lot of speed and some decent hitting.
Flips out to left, though, to keep things where they are. Bottom of the 6th, meat of the order coming up for RiseNFall. 4, 5, and 6. Boomer, less than 50 pitches, doing well here tonight. Again, the location has been premium from CORNsensual, especially on the breaking balls.
I think Rise could use a bunt or a walk or maybe even an error to just somehow get an extra runner that he doesn't deserve, or maybe just small ball it.
2-2 pitch, fouled away, straight back. We do it again. 2-2, swung on second base, picked up, thrown to first, in time for the out. So to start things off, there's 1 down, and Hector Medina. He'll swing at 1, 0-1. Oh, and 2, is it between the fielders? Yes, nice single there from Rise. A blue Corn. Yeah, not much more he could do there to prevent that.
No, it really was an ill-advised pitch, to be quite frank. It wasn't a bad pitch. It wasn't really a good pitch choice. And Rise took advantage, even though it was located.
On the inside corner, just misses. Goes back to it again, and it's 2-0 to Bobby Cano. Not the actual name of the catcher, but hey, it rhymes. 2-0. Now 2-1. It's a hitter's count to RiseNFall.
Oh, he'd love a walk here.
Swing and a miss. It's full. Big pitch from Corn. Flipped out there. Dive. Can't get it past the fielder. Rise, can he score? He's thinking about home. Runner's going all the way to third. He is safe.
Wow,
Game
what a
is
throw,
tied.
but no dice. Oh, my God.
Now the infielders, are they coming in? Oh, Rise is swinging at anything here. He's going to try and put this one on the ground and get this runner in.
If he can get his mitts on a ball.
He did it. That was the perfect pitch. And he's got the lead. That was the perfect pitch if you're one of those people who loves to just slap one for a fielder's choice run at outside screwball.
I would have struck out.
Yeah, right. He would have check swung at that. But
Exactly.
He knows when to pull the trigger to get himself one of those scratched out little runs, and he's got himself the lead going into the 7th.
Yeah, this is exactly what we've been looking for the Plum Island here is just a couple of breaks, right, Train? That ball that fell in right field, it had the feel of trouble all over it, and sure enough, Rise able to cash in.
Big moment in the game. Can he make it stand up? We're here at Emerald Diamond. I repeat, Emerald Diamond for Unicorn there in the chat. He doesn't know. We did just leave Swagger. And now I think Corn's going to try and respond with an extra base hit to lead off the inning. He's got himself a double. This is now not what you want if you're a Pirates fan.
You got to think Penn if you have to here. He still has a solid pitcher in there.
Off the glove. Playing still can be made.
One would be nice, yeah.
That was a good recovery. The runner couldn't move to third either.
Yeah, you never know where the ball's going off of that pitcher. So Rise bailed out a little bit there, and Corn kind of wasn't sure what to do at second base.
Can Corn be patient? No, he cannot.
No.
The answer is no.
Nope.
Not with 2 outs. This is a big hitter. A big moment in this game.
That power ranking. He's over 100.
RBI hero. Swings at the first 2 pitches.
Bails him out.
Off the hands. Corn is just so eager to try and make something happen. Rise, the crafty vet, keeping it off the plate.
Yeah, and you know how it is, Train, on Match of the Week. You want to show out. He wants to get that power swinger on the ball, and he just, Rise, using that veteranness, just suckered him into a 2-seam.
Any insurance for Rise now would be a huge plus. He's swinging away, but quickly put away with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th.
I can't believe the pitching we're seeing from these two. They're really bending so many balls just off the plate. I mean, there's not really a lot you can do other than hope for, a debuff single on a pitch that's not even really on the plate.
Yeah, 2 great pitching displays for sure in both games. This one lined over to first. There's 3 down, and we're going to the 8th. Yeah, they pitched well, and then tonight we're going to see, the XBL's best pitchers in Motion Mama as well. If only Wishbone could involve himself in that game somehow, we'd see all 3. But 2 of them going at it in the XBL, 2 of them going at it right now in the AAA. It's a night of pitching as the theme here. And that's a leadoff single on the 8th for Corn.
I was just going to mention, we talked about Wishbone, some fantastic wins yesterday from against Oxbox as well as Black Coffee, who's been an absolute, has played so well for a rookie, along with Burning Ice in the XBL. So it's, even for someone such as Wishbone, those wins against Coffee were not easy. And then Ox, of course, always a menace to play against, but he got 4 dubs out of that.
Ooh, here comes a closing pitcher in the 8th for Rise. On the ground to second. There's the throw over. On to first. Ooh, it's botched.
Ooh, no.
Would have been a huge 2 outs. There's only 1.
Number 2.
It's the Marlboro man on the mound in the shell of Anaya Slow.
Big whip.
Oh, he swung at that.
How will Rise get out of this jam? He's trying to keep the lead. Swing and a miss. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Backs him off the plate. It's 3-2.
Gotta watch a wild pitch.
Ooh,
what
hit.
a swing.
Through the hole. The Seawolves clutch it out and tie the game.
Now batting the right fielder, number 29.
Now with 1 out, what can he do? He bunts.
Why would
Runners
you
go.
bunt? Why would you bunt?
He trusts this part of his order maybe to get another hit. He swings at a crap baseball, though. And he's put away, and now it's tied.
I don't know about that, Train. I'm calling that out. No, you can't bunt.
I mean, in that moment, with less than 2 outs, you want to swing away for sure. But the patience comes back to bite him. He has not had any in this game compared to the first one. This one swung through the left side in the bottom of the 8th. That'll lead us off with a hit.
A shortstop literally reaching for the ball there, Train, and came up with air.
Number 27, Avery Wheeler.
He's speed at first. Rise needs a pitch to hit. SPRP Zachary Swanson back in the game. You saw him in game 1.
Yeah, Rise is going to go.
Patient is Corn, swing and a miss. Thinking about where to put this one. 1-2 pitch, way outside. Now 2-2. A changeup. Swung on it, popped. Ooh, just caught by Brandt, almost overran.
Got pressure spiked at the 4 level, so all mojo, everything is spiked here.
That's inside. No, that's outside.
Oh, he swings at the curveball. It was outside off the plate. Runners on to second, into first with a fielder's choice. So 2 down for the catcher. And this one popped over to second on the ground. And there is 3 out in the 8th. We're going to the 9th inning, all deadlocked here.
Fielder, number 43.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic pitching from the Seawolves. He gave him nothing.
Rise into his bullpen. First time we're seeing it this series. First batter gets one over the head of the third baseman, and it's a leadoff single. The Seawolves looking to sweep here, need a big run in the 9th. It's the meat of the order. It's a good portion to do it with.
Yeah, Rise needs a double play here.
Starting to slow down is closer.
Nope, outside.
Now the 15th pitch. Still some gas on it though. Ooh, slow to second, 4-6-3 double play in order. It is put away in the 9th inning.
Yeah, he topped a changeup.
We got Bubba Brandt at the plate. Bubba Brandt swings at one and it's low and away. Now for 1-1.
No, inside.
Let's hit down the left field line. It's been friendly to Corn all game, and it's fair again. He's thinking about extra bases. The throw into second base, not in time.
Oh boy.
Catcher number 44, Zach.
Oh boy.
Carroll.
We got an ace exterminator. Oh, he doesn't want to see that.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Goes for the pitcher spot. Not a bad call here.
Not a lot of pinch hitting. Has a little bit of contact, though.
Luke Smoke. It's on the ground to third, picked, thrown to first in time. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Still tied at 3.
Yeah, Plum Island's bats have just got to wake up for 1/2 inning here, Train, and he could walk away with the split.
Drew Mess is the pitcher, or the hitter, excuse me, against the new pitcher, Nut Flash.
Left down. Ball, that's outside.
2-1 pitch. Off the hands, over to short, and thrown to first in time for out number 1.
Yeah, Corn continuing to locate. Incredible pitching here. And that pitcher does not have accuracy, so I'm not sure how he's locating those pitches, but he is.
Here's the pinch hitter for RiseNFall. Sees a quick strike. The 0-1. Just misses wide. This 1-1 pitch. This is high. It's going to be a changeup now at 2-1. And it's a strike looking, so big moment here in the game. 2-2. Popped up behind second. Should be caught by Brandt. It is. They're 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 21, Carl Pitts.
Carl Pitts is batting.
A bunter. I think he'll be bunting here, but gets a nice single.
No, swung at the cutter up the middle. Had sprinter, got the first quickly. Now he's got decent speed on the bags.
Number 24.
Is he thinking about stealing?
Has enough speed to get around from first if it goes in the alley. That's what I'm saying here, Train.
Yeah, needs a big mistake pitch.
That's up. That's a strike.
Rise being patient. Will he get his pitch? Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Now it's 3-2. This is the payoff pitch. Biggest pitch of this ball game so far. The runner goes, swing and a miss. Gets him.
Whoa.
We're going to extras.
The greatest location. He had to get it on the plate, though. He put a little wiggle in it with the cut fastball, and Rise just missed it.
This is a classic grinder from RiseNFall. 3 runs on the board.
Just going to say this is his Bay Paul pitcher, even though it doesn't say that, which he's very comfortable with. It's an awkward arsenal. It'd be interesting to see if this bothers the Seawolves.
Quickly 2 down, so far, Rise having some success in the 10th. We're at the top of the order.
No, inside. No, inside.
What he can't do is give up a dinger here. Wow, what a pitch.
It's 2-1. Hit right up the middle. It's 2 outs.
Yeah, that was well above the box, but that's corny. He can get there.
Number 24.
That's why you can't throw middle.
Ball inside.
This one a curveball. Low and away. Can Rise get there? He dives.
No! It should have been caught.
Did he even need to dive?
He shouldn't have, but he did have an awkward angle.
Those angles, they are tough. Corn's got the lead, and this one's flipped out into the right, and it's down. That'll be another one. It's 5-3.
Wow, unbelievable.
You can see Rise in anguish, completely devastated.
Number 54, AJ.
Yeah, I don't know if he had a switching issue. Didn't it seem to you that center field should have had that ball all the way?
Nope, inside. That's a strike.
It's a 2-1 pitch. Curveball in there. Now 2-2 to AJ Thompson. Runner does go. Curveball. Oh, it's in the gap between left center field. Oh, uh-oh. We're caught off the bag.
Wow.
We're caught off the bag. And we are in the bottom of the 10th.
Yeah, should be enough just based on how well Corn has pitched here. Now he's coming with the Submariner.
Can Rise make a comeback here on Match of the Week? It's 5-3. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Gertrude Goat on the mound. 2-1 pitch. Up the middle to start things off. Brings the tying run to the plate.
Monster single there from Rise. He doesn't really struggle against sub that much. So, and now this is Sweaty Betty.
Can he make it happen here? Big hitter. 1-0 pitch. In for a strike. That pitch. Ooh, past the diving glove, but foul. Now 2-1. Makes it full.
Well,
here comes a change. Swing and a miss.
Holy swing at ball 4.
Way early. Tough on the changeup. 1 down in the 10th.
No, inside.
Big pitch here from Corn. Slider. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, excuse me. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And
Just
Rise is
killing
put
it on
away.
the mound. Those are tough pitches, Train.
Yeah, this closer finding the zone, using velo well, and then the pitch popped up behind short and caught. That'll do it. The Seawolves put away the sweep. What a victory. Tragedy strikes for the Pirates.
You hate to see it because we all love Rise and Fall, but you know what? He battled his butt off against, like I said, a sleeper type dark horse player in Corn who, based on the pitching we just saw right now, and we know how dangerous his bat is. This is extremely dangerous. The Seawolves are very, very dangerous with him pitching like this.
Absolutely. He was really finding the edges of the zone, mixing pitches well. He's got a ton of velo in that pen. He uses starters well. I mean, yeah, he's really, really dangerous. He didn't hit maybe as well as he would have liked to, but Rise is really tough. He keeps games that close. He keeps them reachable for himself. He just couldn't reach out and do it tonight. That's kind of been the story of his season so far. But, he was off the back of that big sweep against Elron. Couldn't make it happen on Match of the Week here tonight.
Yeah, good showing from Rise as well. It was a bloop here. We saw that play in left field just absolutely destroyed Plum Island.
Yeah.
At the moment, in the moment, and then that play in center field on the reverse where he didn't make the play that that just seemed makeable, but we've all had a bad line to the ball where you just sometimes you just can't adjust that line the little bit that you need to, and you end up diving out of desperation, especially on a Match of the Week where you don't want to get caught doing nothing, right? You want to at least try to make a play, but you could see it wasn't lined up. But a good series overall, really good from both players.
Yeah, really good series from both players. Very, very exciting. Great pitching, great playing, intense games. And there's more to come in about 40 minutes time. You've got the XBL Match of the Week where we are going to see Mist back on the horn again, and he's going to be with his lot for Mama Junju versus Mush. Two of the XBL's top players facing off. So yeah, man, it was a pleasure to be here with you once again. And you get the double dip here, man. Is that exciting or what?
Yeah, it kind of is. That Spliff Star was going to do it, but he had an engagement that I think didn't fully account for. So I'm going to jump in with Zlat, and Mama versus Mush is about as big as it gets at this point. I think they're both in the top 3. I think Mush is 1. Mama was probably 3 on the last power ranking. Of course, you got Wish in there, and a few other top players. Obviously, we don't want to sleep on the returning champion, but both all 3 leagues looking fantastic. A lot of fun. So looking forward to the second set here tonight.
For sure. Week 6, folks. It's kicked off. Make sure you've hit that minimum, or else we're going to start banging out some forfeits. But yeah, catch that XBL set in about 40 minutes time, and if I don't see you there, I'll see you next time. Have a great evening.